What's going on, everybody? This is Jay Pixel coming at you for GamerFridge and GamerFridge.com. Today I got a new video for you. I just got this in the mail. It's just a basic video capture card. I'm going to show it to you right here. It's the HDMI video capture card. It's like a generic one you can get on Amazon. And the reason why I got this is because I'm having a lot of problems with the Elgato products. This one's just a basic 4K Ultra HD pass-through kind of a thing. I think it can capture up to 2K. Actually supports input of 4K, output of 2K. I think it just records 1080p, which is fine. Most phones and most TVs, YouTube, I think even if you up it to 4K, it gets it at 2K. So 4K is kind of overrated. I mean, it's always good to capture high and drop down low. But when you're dealing with games and stuff like that, resource-wise, you're going to have a pretty beefy PC to do a lot of the 4K stuff. So it's kind of more of a marketing thing. But when it comes to Elgato stuff, and that seems to be like everybody wants to get Elgato. And that's what I did too. It was like, oh, Elgato, buy Elgato. And, you know, some of their products are very good. I'm not going to slam on them totally. But I've been having just a ton of problems with their products. And I found these. I right now, my camera that you're watching right now is using one of these. It's a Sony ZV-1, and it's hooked up to one of these. And it works. It just works. And so that's what I kind of want to show you. Just compare this to the Elgato and just show you how simple this is, and sometimes saving you a lot of time and effort just to get some basic game capture from I was trying to get my ROG Ally game capture, and it was just having a problem. Funny thing is, I just booted it up and everything started working. So that's just what you deal with when you're having these Elgato machines. Sometimes they'll work right out of the box, and some days they'll just decide they don't want to work. So, you know, and I've done a lot of testing on this stuff, so I want to show you that. I also, before I got that, I also got what was called a Cam Link Pro. I bought this refurbished from Amazon, but the Cam Link Pro, and the cool thing about this thing was it was supposed to do 4 inputs, so 4 HDMI inputs, and that part worked. But there's a lot of issues because you have to have the right motherboard. And when I was doing this, I was using this, my mic kept cutting out. And all the resources were going towards this, and my mic would literally just kind of fade in, fade out, fade in, fade out, which is unacceptable when you're trying to record videos and stuff like that. So I'm still wondering if I should keep this. I'm trying a different computer. I know I watched some videos on people have a lot of issues with this because it's such a resource heavy device, but when it works really well because you can do 4 different scenes. You can bring that into OBS. You can do a lot of cool stuff with that. So that was another issue I had was OBS. So I just wanted something really simple, and so I went with this 4K thing. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to flip over here. Let's see here. Go over here real quick, and this is what I'm using. I'm going to show you first. Is I have it sitting right here, but this is what it looks like. It's the HD60 S Plus. As you see right now, Amazon are $219. Don't buy that for that much. Yeah, that's just way too expensive. I think they have their upgraded version. Let me see here. This one is $148. If you really want to go Elgato, I would recommend this one. But this is the one that everybody was using for a long time. Was the HD60 S Plus. There's an S and there's an S Plus, or HD60 and then there's the S Plus. It just means you can pass through 4K, you can stream 4K, and then you can record in 1080p. So there's that, and I'll switch back to this. So this is the one I'm using right now, and I'm going to demonstrate that one real quick, and then we're going to open this up, and I'm going to just plug it in and see if it works, and just show the difference on using these two. Now let's see here. I have right now. So another thing you got to do is you have to have the software for the Elgato, and it's just a game capture software. And is right up here in the corner is the one thing you run into a lot is like no signal. So I have a Nintendo Switch here. I'm going to see if it's just going to pick it up. And then so that worked. So normally the Switch works, and you can go full screen, and I can do some game capture. We're doing part of Arcades Anonymous, and we have a Discord, and we stream like Mario Kart and stuff like that, so people can watch. You don't even have to play. If you just want to sit back and watch and talk to us and stuff like that, that's what we do. And we have just play Mario Kart or different things, and I have the capture going, so people can just watch the races and talk and stuff like that. So we can have a just a like you can watch a game or something like that. But so I never had really a problem with the Switch, but then when I switched over, I have an ROG Ally sitting here, and have it all plugged in right now. But yeah, I got my ROG Ally running. I got Injustice 2 running on that bad boy, so we're gonna test that out. So I was trying to get that to work. See, that's another thing right there. The switch is right out. If something happens, so we're that's because it was just sitting there though. So I ain't gonna blame it on that. So what I'm gonna do here, if I can find the right cable. I have a bunch of cables here. So what we're gonna do is, this is the ROG Ally cable, and we're gonna see how well this works. And of course, it'll probably just work, but we'll see. Let's see here. There it goes. So that's how it's supposed to work. And it's supposed to just kick in and start to work. And I think this is Injustice. I think this is too. Yeah. But it doesn't do this all the time. And plus you have to have this software running, and the software is very resource intensive. And so there's pluses and minuses using it. But so that's how it's supposed to work. But that, like I said, that's $120. Right now it's like $210 to get this. Even the upgraded model is more expensive. So that is the Elgato working. So it does work. This one I wanted to point out. It's not like it doesn't work. It does work. But when we come back here, this is $219. If you get the newer version, it's $150, $148.90, $150, let's say. Now this is how much I paid for this guy. So you could buy 2 or 3 of these guys, equivalent to, I don't know if you have enough resources, equivalent to doing what this thing did, the Pro. So having all those inputs, and not the slick software it came with, but I mean you can almost get to this. If you have enough resources, or you put too many USB devices in a motherboard, you're not gonna be able to do it. But this is $35. $35 for this guy, and we're gonna see if this thing can do the same thing as the Elgato, which I know it can because I'm using it on my camera right now. But we're gonna do this live, kind of live, videotape it. So I have had this thing sealed. And we're gonna give it a shot here. I just want to see if this will work. So I'm going to switch over to that Elgato software. I'm going to turn off the Elgato software right here. So that's off, and then we're going to disconnect that Elgato, and then we're going to try this guy. And not kind of an unofficial boxing. I mean, I think boxings are kind of stupid, but people like them, so we'll humor them. So. All right, so this is basically what it is. Comes in a little bag. Let's see here. Get that sound, that plastic sound. It doesn't come off very easy. Put that there. What else does it come with? So we got in here. Let's see what it gives you. So it gives you one of these bad boys. These are actually quite rare. Don't lose this. is the, I think, A to A, or I think it's A to A, or B to B, one of them. So the same side on both. So that's your power. So don't lose this cable because it's very it's not very common. It's actually called a transfer cable. So yeah, so there's your cable for that to power it. Put that junk over there. And I believe it gives you an HDMI cable too. And you always can use an HDMI cable. So another HDMI cable. I got one sitting here, so we're just gonna use that. So, and you know, paperwork, blah blah blah, instructions. Basically, you can use a mic audio too, so you can put like a headset on here. So what we're gonna do here, we need to power this somehow. All right, so I just hear the beep that it's gonna work, and then we are going to pull in from the switch here. We're gonna go HDMI in. I'm gonna put that HDMI in. This is coming from the switch. Let's see if that will go. And now I'm going to just add a game capture in OBS, so I don't need any. I'm not using any software, and we're just gonna try to pull that in here. If I can figure out how to use OBS for real quick. Let's see here. See, the switch will pop up. There it is. All right. We'll say okay to that, and I'll transition real quick just to show you. There it is. It just works. Just like I just pulled it out of the box and it worked. So there you go. That is how simple that is to add a video source, and then I'll try real quick with the. That's why I like these. They just work, and then I'll put in my ROG Ally right here. So I'll unplug it. Should go away. If not, we'll see. All right, these things aren't perfect, but yeah, I finally got this after fiddling. I had to restart the computer and add another source so this would work. So we got this going. So this is the ROG Ally now, being captured through the new device. So yeah, it does work. Not just saying it's not gonna take a little bit of fiddling with to get it to work. As you can see, at first the switch is probably the easiest thing to capture. That just works. Different screen resolutions, and OBS is finicky too. But I've had less issues with these capture devices than I had the Elgato. So you're not dealing with just OBS being flaky. You're dealing with Elgato stuff being flaky too. So there you go. That's just kind of a demonstration in how you can save a lot of money. You don't have to buy the latest and greatest. Now I use one of these for I have a Sony ZV-1 HDMI out camera to capture. You don't have to use a $800 camera for a webcam like I do, but I just happen to have it, and it makes great quality. So I use I forgot actually where I put the capture card because I wanted to test this out, and I forgot I was using it for my camera. So I went and bought just another one. So you could buy 3 of these for the price of one, even if you get the latest and greatest. If you get the latest and greatest from Elgato. So I mean, if you're looking for the high-end stuff, you know, the capturing and you know, the biggest frames, and if you're getting the high quality stuff, yeah, Elgato's great for that kind of stuff. But you don't need it. That's kind of the point of this whole thing, is you just don't need all that. If you're just doing basic game capturing and stuff, it's a good starter. And I just wanted to point that out, you know, and just so you don't have to spend all that money if you just want to capture some like PS3. PS3 needs another thing to do, but you need like a splitter so you can get that. They have protection on there, but if you're doing like a PS4 or PS5 or a Switch or something like that, just check one of these out. Like I said, I'll have affiliate link. They're very basic. You'll see them $35, you know. Yeah, so check that out. I just thought I'd show you guys, demonstrate it a little bit. Like I said, it's not perfect. You're not gonna not run into issues. It's just the way of the beast. You know, you're gonna have to have a hefty computer. But I think of another feature is getting that audio out of that HDMI too. I wonder if that works, but I might be overthinking that. This is fighting for the dream. So there you go, fighting for the dream. Yeah, whatever the dream is, it's fighting for it. Your 4K capture, your HDMI capture card is fighting for the dream. So I thought that's pretty funny. But yeah, so you don't have to go with the Elgato. But if you happen to find one cheap, just notice you need special software for these things, and you could be running into issues. This is a hit or miss, and when it works great, and I'm really happy when it works. But when it doesn't, it's just very frustrating. And when you're doing a lot of streaming and you're doing a lot of capturing and stuff like that, and you're trying to on a time constraint and stuff like that, just having your equipment work is a lifesaver. So hope you enjoy it. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I'm trying to get up to 1,000. I'm really close. I appreciate everybody who's subscribed. If you have any questions, let me know. I can point you in the right direction. And again, we'll see you next time.